Hey Canucks fans, the Vancouver Canucks have defeated the Toronto Maple Leafs for the second consecutive game. This time, the final score being 4-2. Hallelujah! It took the exact halfway point of the season, and finally, one of my score predictions comes true. I'm going to talk about what I liked. I'm going to talk about what I didn't like. I'm going to talk about one other thing. But first, let's recap the goals. Brock Boeser scores 4 minutes into the game on a power play. Really nice play, actually. It was a good pass from Hughes, who doesn't get an assist because they don't give the third assist. But Horvat catches J.T. Miller on the fly. J.T. Miller, a really nice pass. I've always talked about how good of a passer J.T. Miller is. Finds Brock Boeser on the doorstep, and boom, 1-0. No chance for Anderson. Really nice play by Miller and Boeser in particular. The start of a really big night for both of them, and the Canucks are up 1-0 just 4.5 minutes into the game. However, with 4 minutes left in the period, it was Toronto's turn to tie it up. John Tavares, a really nice touch pass from Kerfoot coming through the neutral zone. And I think what happened is Hamonic kind of shaded too far over to Hughes' side to help with the Kerfoot pass for whatever reason, giving Tavares a bit of space, a bit of time and space. Tavares, really nice shot over Thatcher Demko's right shoulder. That was 1-1, and it basically capped off a pretty even period of play. I'd say Toronto started by dominating the first part of the game. Vancouver held the middle part of the first period, and then Toronto ended up controlling the last part of the first period. But it was 1-1. In the second period, only one goal. It was Jimmy Vesey. Nice pass. I keep saying nice. It was a good backhand pass from TJ Brodie, who made it a 4-on-3. It started off in an innocent 3-on-3. The three Toronto forwards against the two Canucks D-men and Jay Beagle. But then I think it must have been Roussel. Really slow line change. And therefore, Mark Mckenzie was late coming back into play, but it wasn't his fault. He was hustling as much as he could. But that made it a 4-on-3 for Toronto. And then Brodie, as he slides it over to Vesey in the goal mouth, Tyler Myers, bad play. He didn't take Brodie and take the man. He didn't block the pass. And for whatever reason, he instead of lying down on the ice and using his 6'7" frame, he actually bent over forward like he was tired. He had a really bad stomach ache, and he didn't stop the puck going across. So easy tap in for Jimmy Vesey, and that's how the second period ended, with Toronto up 2-1. So obviously you don't think the Canucks are going to come back. They're 0-13-1 when entering the third period, trailing. But two quick goals, but 3 goals in total by Vancouver in the third period. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. First, it was Bo Horvat on a power play. So Canucks power play, 2 for 2. I'm going to get to that in a second. But Horvat, a nice direction. Oh, I said it again. A great deflection off of a Brock Boeser point shot. And Boeser didn't slam it through with a slap shot. It was a good wrister that Horvat was able to tip past Frederik Andersen. That happened 9 minutes in the period. So, okay, we're thinking, great, we have a full 11 minutes left to make this a game, or at least to get it to overtime. But the Canucks don't need no overtime, because just 40 seconds after that, it was J.T. Miller. Cool play, actually. They broke up, I guess, a rush by Marner, and where Marner was trying to go through everyone. And then Edler got the puck up the ice to Boeser. Boeser comes down the right side, tries a shot. It actually breaks one defenseman's stick, and then it goes off of Riley's skate, I should say. He's not a bare foot. His skate right to JT Miller, and then he just put it in like a good goal scorer should. And he was kind of giggling. He was happy. Nice to see JT Miller smile as opposed to swearing at everyone, including his own teammates. So that made it 3-2. Me, Sean, and Jake were jumping around, going crazy as my wife Gail and Kayla were getting dinner for us. And then Niels Höglander, the rookie, with the insurance goal. What a strong wrist shot from the right circle. What I liked about this is all the Canucks players knew that it went in, because it went under the bar and out so quickly. And all 5 of them started hugging each other, congratulating Höglander as Toronto was ready to go the other way with the puck. So the refs had to blow it down. And usually, I joked about this on Twitter. I said, why don't you just do that every time? Even the puck doesn't go in, just start celebrating so the refs blow the play down. Well, obviously, at least a couple of the refs or a couple of the officials thought that there was a good chance that puck went in. Sure enough, no doubt on the instant replay, Höglander with his 5th goal of the season, and that was assisted by Nate Schmidt. So excellent to see 3 Canucks goals in the third period. So let's get into it. What I liked, what I didn't like, and one other thing. What I liked, I love the comeback. The Canucks, their first win this regular season when trailing, going into the third period with those 3 goals that I just outlined. I love the fact that Brock Boeser and J.T. Miller have elevated their play in the absence of their line mate and our best player, Elias Pettersson, because tonight both of them had 3 points. Boeser and Miller each with a goal and 2 assists, finishing +2 and +1 respectively. Boeser +2, Miller +1, and Höglander gets a goal as well on that line. So yes, some of their points were racked up on the power play, but 7 points for that line. 3 each for Boeser and Miller and 1 for Höglander. So I liked their game. Got to talk about Thatcher Demko only letting in 2 goals on 39 shots. So 37 saves, and you could say that those 2 goals weren't his fault. Well, the Tavares one, maybe he wanted to have that one back. That was a really good shot. And then certainly on the second Toronto goal, that wasn't his fault because, again, Tyler Myers was bending over, having a stomach ache right in front of him. So I thought Thatcher Demko had another solid game, certainly solidifying himself as our number 1 goaltender. Horvat, a goal and assist. There's that power play goal, and then there was an assist, that second assist on the first goal of the game by Boeser. So Horvat, another 2 points. So with Pettersson's absence, our best players are certainly stepping up, and that would be Boeser, Miller, and Horvat. Quinn Hughes, you would say, would be the 4th of those best players, held off the score sheet tonight. His scoring has kind of come down a little bit, but at least his plus-minus, at least it has stopped the free fall. He was on for one of the Toronto goals, but then he wasn't. He was also on for at least one of the Vancouver Canucks goals, one of the even strength goals as well. Remember, power play doesn't count plus-minus, but penalty kill does if you score a shorty. So a lot of good things. Boeser, Miller, Horvat, and Demko among the standouts. So those are all things that I liked. And I love the fact that, yes, finally, I've been saying it every single game day preview video that I predict 4-2 as the Canucks win. And finally, on game number 28, the Canucks win 4-2. Anything I didn't like? Maybe, Mark Mckenzie, he was a -2. So obviously he's... I wouldn't say he's playing over his head, but this is the first 2 games of the season. I thought he was okay on Thursday night. Struggled a little bit tonight, although the second goal, like I said, wasn't his fault. He just happened to jump off for a bad line change. I think it was Roussel, but then his line was on the ice for that first goal by John Tavares. The third line was on there, but he's doing his best. 10 minutes of ice time. And like I said, I didn't like the play of Tyler Myers on that second goal. Maybe it sounds like I'm nitpicking, but people just tore him up on Twitter because it was not a good look. I'm truly not sure what he was doing. And I think Myers and Ben, they struggled a little bit tonight. They got caved in a couple times, I can remember. But I'm not going to nitpick too much in a game where the Canucks won 4-2. One other thing. The Canucks have now knocked off the best team in the North Division in back-to-back games. Now, Toronto took the first 3 of the season against, so it's not even like Vancouver has a winning record against Toronto, but at least they've closed the gap where the season series now is 3 wins for Toronto and 2 wins for Vancouver. Vancouver now moves into a tie with Calgary for 5th spot, although Vancouver has played 4 more games and Vancouver is trying to catch it looks like Montreal or Edmonton. It's actually Montreal has caught Edmonton. Edmonton had that slide against Toronto. So we'll have to see what happens by the end of tonight. Calgary and Edmonton are playing each other, which isn't the best, for the Canucks. But we'll see what happens that way. So overall, though, I'm not saying they're gonna make the playoffs, but I haven't written them off completely. It's just nice to see a really strong performance like tonight, a day after Jim Benning speaks to the audience, speaks to the media, and without the services of their best players. So that's the one other thing for me. It's awesome to see wonderful performances on Hockey Night Canada coming back without their best player. So that's what I liked. That's what I didn't like. And that's one other thing. Would love to know what you thought of tonight's game. And tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. And tell me one other thing that you noticed about the game or overall big picture about the Canucks. Leave a comment below. I will read, react, and reply as always. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Join this member as a channel if you'd like to. And join me at 7:15 in about 20 minutes from now for my post-game live stream on YouTube. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.